to honor all veterans. This is ABC 7 News at Noon.
There is a verdict in the Zachary Borg trial. We've got the details coming up. Good afternoon. I'm Susan Farley. Officials broke ground on a new police station in Augusta yesterday. And Sappi has announced a major investment in its mill in Skowhegan. Nearly 800 people are employed there. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. We'll have more on these and other stories in just a moment. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Hey Susan, TGIF, happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Luigi and Fredericks across the Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. All right, let's get things rolling here. Gale warnings in effect until Saturday for this area right about in here. The small craft advisories were dropped earlier this morning. So now the focus is ahead of that next system that will be moving in rather soon. Moving forward, though, we have some clouds from the southwest going toward the north and east. A lot of this precipitation here staying away from us at this point, but further down toward the south and west. Here's the cold right here, tracking to the north and east. That's a lot of this precipitation here that we're going to be watching out for, especially as we head towards tonight. So here we are, though. The rain gets going by about 8 to 9 o'clock. Some heavy downpours, showers, and thunderstorms possible with another round on the way as we head towards Saturday by about 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning. And again, some thunderstorms cannot be ruled out there. The winds won't be a huge deal today, but tonight they start to increase some gusts up to 20 to 25 miles per hour at times. Sustained winds here be noted at around 15 miles per hour. So for today on this Veterans Day, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Thank you for your service. Middle 60s today, mostly cloudy and mild with that southwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, middle 50s, showers and thunderstorms, areas of heavy rain possible. South wind getting up to around 25 miles per hour. For tomorrow, middle 60s, showers and thunderstorms, areas of heavy rain again. South wind getting up to 25 miles per hour. Hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period, increasing clouds, rain chances kicking later on tonight. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Susan?
Thank you, Devin. There is a verdict in the Zachary Borg trial. Borg's infant daughter suffered an overdose back in July. Investigators who searched the home said they discovered fentanyl in several rooms, including the child's bedroom. Borg was found guilty of aggravated assault, domestic violence, reckless conduct, and endangering the welfare of a child. Assistant District Attorney Chelsea Linz says changes in the law are needed to better protect children who were exposed to drugs.
Most of the laws that we would be able to prosecute in a case like this are now protected under the new Good Samaritan law, except for the aggravated assault. What we really need is a felony endangering the welfare of a child law, and we need to have the ability to prosecute it.
Sentencing is scheduled to take place on November 21st. A man arrested this week for a sexual assault that happened 26 years ago is now under investigation as a serial rapist. That's what prosecutors said Thursday during a court hearing for 56-year-old Jason Follett of Gouldsboro. He was arrested Wednesday after authorities used DNA to link him to an attack on a woman in Hancock back in 1996. According to the Bangor Daily, authorities are now investigating whether he was behind similar attacks on local women. In one case, a woman was dragged into the woods and struck by a gun. Follett is now being held on $100,000 cash. A Waterville man has been indicted for conspiring to provide materials to support terrorists and possessing homemade explosive devices. A federal grand jury charged 19-year-old Xavier Pelkey in a 2-count indictment. According to the indictment in court records, between November 2021 and February 2022, Pelkey allegedly conspired with other individuals to conduct a violent attack on a mosque in the Chicago area. The indictment also alleges on February 11th of this year, Pelkey possessed 3 homemade explosive devices that were not registered to him. If convicted, Pelkey faces up to 15 years in prison on the material support charge and 10 years in prison for the destructive device charge. The South Berwick Police Department has issued a silver alert. 31-year-old Levi Brown was last seen on November 3rd at his apartment on Railroad Avenue in South Berwick. Brown is a white male, 6 feet 2 inches tall, 180 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. He's believed to be driving a 2021 gray Nissan Kicks with Massachusetts license plates. If you have any information, please contact the South Berwick Police Department at 207-324-3644, extension 1. After much anticipation, the city of Augusta has broken ground at a new location for its police department. Matthew Jaroncic has more.
A groundbreaking ceremony took place at 7 Willow Street in Augusta Thursday morning. At the site of the old Hannaford, city officials marked the occasion with shovels and dirt.
This moment for a lot of us is something that's been 30 years in the making.
The ceremony was a huge success as many citizens, retirees, and members of the force heard speeches from Augusta Police Chief Jared Mills and the city's Director of Development Services Matt Nazar about the next steps in the project.
And it's been a process to get to this point and making sure that we have a facility that's going to be serving the community for the many years to come.
Searching for a new location began as early as 2018 when Police Chief Mills needed a location that would best serve the community.
The biggest thing we wanted to be was centrally located. We used to be across the street, so it's a fitting spot to be centralized in the city where folks can actually walk to the police station if they need to, and we're easily accessed by the public.
The money came from a 2021 vote to allow the city to borrow more than $20 million to acquire the land and build a new state-of-the-art building.
When I saw the results of the vote from our community with this overwhelming landslide of support to approve this project, just warmed my heart. Our police officers, our men and women, feel very supported by our community.
Excavators are here on the scene to start the 65-week project, which is set to start as early as tomorrow with demolition. Reporting from Augusta, Matthew Jaroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
That project is expected to be completed by February of 2024. There's some great news for the Skowhegan area as the Somerset Mill is getting an upgrade. Sappi North America owns the mill in Skowhegan and has 750 employees at the mill. The company announced it is investing $418 million in their number 2 paper machine. It will change the type of paper they are producing, increase its capacity, and make solid bleach sulfate board. They say this product will be a sustainable alternative to plastic packaging.
Sappi had the foresight and the strategic plan to begin diversifying into different grades. And the success that we've had the last couple of years in doing that has really built the foundation and the confidence for us to take this next step.
Wallace says the changeover won't be completed until 2025, but they plan to start soon with around $70 million invested in 2023 alone. He says they also could be up to 1,000 contractors needed to get this upgrade done. Governor Mills released a statement saying in part that those changes will help make the mill more competitive on the global level. She says by diversifying forest products made in Maine, the state will strengthen the forest product sector and sustain the good-paying jobs that it creates. John Stein has secured his spot in the Ellsworth City Council following a recount. That recount was issued exclusively for candidates John Linehan and John Stein to determine who would take the third and final seat available on the City Council. Stein won by a margin of just 56 votes after the initial tally. The city clerk's office spent the day counting the votes.
John Linehan had 1226, and today he had 1228. Tuesday, John Stein had 1282, and we counted 1283. So the outcome remains the same.
Michelle Beal and Tammy Moat had enough votes to secure the 2 other available seats. Northern Light Blue Hill Hospital has installed a 24/7 drug take-back kiosk. It serves as a solution for disposal of unwanted or expired medication. According to Kevin Dempsey, the hospital's director of pharmacy, it is critical to, quote, reducing access to controlled substances in our communities. Another drug take-back receptacle is located in Ellsworth at the Hancock County Sheriff's Office. Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, we'll tell you about a tasty way to help local veterans this holiday season. We'll be right back.
Hey man, are you Alpocalypse 423?
Yeah.
What's the deal? You got me running all over the place, day and night.
Oh, I have Spectrum now. Fastest Wi-Fi speeds around.
Oh, that's cool. How about we just pump the brakes though, now and again? This thing's like 2,000 pounds. You want to hold it?
Yes, I do.
Well, you can't, because it'll rip your arms right out of your body. And then how are you going to play your game?
I'm sorry, it's just really, really fast.
What if I just split your house in half with my Warhammer?
It still works out here, so it's pointless.
Spectrum One delivers the fastest Wi-Fi speeds in the nation. That's game-changing speed. That's Spectrum One.
Hi, my name is Tony Ruda, founder of the Senior Planning Center. There isn't a week that goes by that we don't help some Medicare recipient in their Medicare programs and save them money. The Senior Planning Center has locations and agents throughout the state of Maine. So why would you want to call an 800 number out of state when the help is right here at home? Give us a call so we can help you save money and make your Medicare decisions.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
Winter's coming to New England. You better get ready with Ford F-Series. No power? No problem. Because Ford F-150 becomes a mobile generator with available Pro Power onboard. And Super Duty keeps plowing ahead with the muscle you need to tame the elements. So when winter bites, bite back with Ford F-Series. America's #1 selling trucks 45 years straight and counting. 2022 F-150 trucks are in stock for immediate delivery with 2.9% for 60 months.
Lamy Wellahan's annual Veterans Day sale is happening now. Take 20% off your purchase over $50. As always, our expert fittings can ensure you get the best fit for your feet. We have quality brands and styles the whole family will love. Shop the sale now through Sunday the 13th, in-store and online. Use promo code VETSDAY22 at lwshoes.com for 20% off orders over $50. Have a wonderful Veterans Day weekend.
ABC 7, proud to honor all veterans.
Today is Veterans Day, a day set aside to honor all the men and women who have served our nation, along with those who continue to serve in the military. It all began in 1919 when the nation originally celebrated Armistice Day to commemorate the end of World War I and those who fought in it. There are a number of events planned for today, including the annual parade in Brewer. Many local restaurants are also offering veterans everything from free coffee to food. The Bangor Band will perform in a special concert at the Cold Land Transportation Museum at 1:30. Governor Janet Mills issued the following statement recognizing Veterans Day, quote, "Today we pause to honor the dedication and sacrifice of those who have served Maine and the nation in the U.S. Armed Forces. From the 20th Maine's valiant defense of Little Round Top to the Maine National Guardsmen and women who will deploy around the world next year. Maine people have always stepped up to serve when our nation has called upon them. On Veterans Day, we express our gratitude to all those who have served and recommit to stand by them just as they have stood by us." Box of Maine has found a creative and tasty way to help veterans. The company packages Maine-made foods and items into boxes that give a little bit of the taste Maine is known for to those who receive them. Now they have created a way to sponsor a Maine soldier. They're hoping to send hundreds of the boxes to those away from home serving their country.
Some people would love to bless a soldier from Maine with a box, and there's other people that just financially they just can't afford to send a box. And so I wanted to connect those two together so that we can get a piece of home to our soldiers that are serving away this holiday season.
This month, they are also teaming up with the Maine Veterans Project to raise money for their heating fuel program. Box of Maine has had 600 cedar dog tags made from locally sourced cedar trees in Down East Maine. They are also for sale, and 100% of the proceeds will go to help fund the veterans in need. To order or to find out more, go to their website, boxofmaine.com. For the last year, we've been going around the state talking with Mainers who served in World War II and collecting their stories. Tonight, we'll be airing our fourth segment of Our Heroes, Their Own Words. It features 8 Mainers, both men and women, telling their stories from a variety of experiences.
My outfit surrendered 800 men, and they took their guns away from them. They laid down their gun and they put them in the field and machine guns everybody. They killed every American. 6 survived. And I was one of the 6 because the 6 of us were in the wine cellar.
The 1-hour special airs tonight at 8 p.m. on ABC. After the break, we'll take a look at some new research that might help motivate you to exercise more. That's next. We'll be right back.
Celebrate Maine artisans, sampling and shopping the very best of Maine-made products at the Maine Harvest Festival, Cross Insurance Center, Bangor, November 19th and 20th. Presented by the Maine Potato Board, MaineHarvestFestival.com.
find out where that road leads. Take on any challenge. When you have the #1 brand in dependability, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Kia, movement that inspires.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Napa knows how to stay warm, and with 29 locations in Maine, Coastal Auto Parts has just what you need to prepare for any outdoor activity. Lightweight, durable, and designed for comfort, Milwaukee's heat-on-demand jackets and hoodies are perfect for cold weather. And stay warm even longer with a free battery when you purchase any M12 heated gear with Milwaukee's e-rebate program. And while you're here, sign up for Napa Rewards. You'll save more each time you shop. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that care.
ABC 7 and Fox 22, live at the Anna Schreiner's Festival of Trees on November 17th. A beautiful holiday live event, sponsored locally by Bangor Floral, expert florist, beautiful flowers, freshly cut and hand-delivered to your door. Gilman Electrical Supply Company, 53 Main Street, Newport, representing the industry's leading manufacturer. And McLaughlin Seafood. Come stop in for the freshest lobster seafood and takeout. Open daily until 6 p.m.
Celebrate Maine artisans, sampling and shopping the very best of Maine-made products at the Maine Harvest Festival, Cross Insurance Center, Bangor, November 19th and 20th, presented by the Maine Potato Board, MaineHarvestFestival.com.
The CDC is warning consumers about a dangerous and deadly bacterial outbreak in some deli foods. The CDC says a listeria outbreak in 6 states has been linked to deli meats and cheese. The outbreak was detected in Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Illinois, and California. The CDC says a total of 16 people were sickened, 1 person has died, and 13 others were actually taken to hospitals. 7 of the 16 cases were in New York. 5 of those 7 say they bought deli cheese and meat from at least one location of the grocery store chain Net Cost Market. Now to the stunning damage from Hurricane Nicole. 5 deaths are now being blamed on the storm. Dozens of buildings along the Florida coast are at risk of collapsing. The storm is no longer a hurricane, but it is threatening to spawn tornadoes as it barrels north, heading right up the I-95 corridor with drenching rain and heavy winds. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest.
Tropical Depression Nicole weakened overnight as it barreled into Georgia, but forecasters in Atlanta are warning of possible tornadoes and downed trees today. The storm still packing 40-mile-per-hour winds. Hurricane Nicole made landfall in Volusia County, Florida, where authorities now say 49 beachfront buildings have been deemed unsafe, including 24 hotels and condos now at risk of collapsing.
The structural damage along our coastline is unprecedented. We've never experienced anything like this before.
The storm surge slamming Florida's east coast, where Hurricane Ian washed away beaches and destroyed seawalls just 6 weeks ago.
This surely was a pretty tranquil place to sit and watch the beach until Hurricane Nicole snatched the beach away. Now this entire house is sitting on exposed pilings. And over here, this is the back of the house's garage. The only thing left is the garage door. The floor and everything else just washed away.
In the Daytona Beach area, hundreds of people were evacuated before several beachfront homes buckled into the ocean, and authorities warn more houses could collapse.
This home, yesterday, I was in the living room. That is now in the ocean. They used to have, before Ian, a deck and 100 feet before you hit water. This is how fast erosion can change a coast.
The sprawling storm covered nearly the entire state of Florida. The whipped-up surf near St. Augustine producing massive amounts of sea foam, and this park bench floating away.
We got a bench on the loose.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Now to the alarming flu spike. According to the CDC, the cases, hospitalizations, and deaths have nearly doubled from a week ago. ABC's Ariel Reshef has more.
New York City, D.C., and 14 states reporting very high levels of flu-like activity. The hospitalization rate for this time of the year, it is the highest it's been in nearly a decade, with the flu season starting earlier and spiking much more dramatically. So far, the CDC reporting 23,000 people have been hospitalized. 1,300 have died from the flu, and those numbers have doubled since last week. This wave of the flu crashing right on top of children's hospitals already feeling the crush from respiratory illnesses like RSV. Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor, Michigan, reporting they are at 100% capacity. Officials there urging parents to contact their primary care providers before bringing children to the hospital. They also say this is incredibly concerning because we haven't even seen the full impact of the flu season yet. Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
Are you shying away from exercise? New research might help motivate you. With more, here's ABC's Justin Finch.
New research from Australia shows that increasing physical activity and reducing sedentary time are highly likely to decrease the risk of breast cancer for women. Findings show that a more active lifestyle decreased the risk of breast cancer by over 40%, specifically doing around 3 hours of moderate physical activity a week, like brisk walking. For premenopausal women, doing 10 minutes or more of vigorous activity at least 3 times a week also decreased the risk of breast cancer, while not moving and being sedentary increased the risk of some breast cancers. For any woman wanting to take your health into your own hands, now is the time to find ways to move more. With this Medical Minute, I'm Justin Finch.
When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Have both Medicare and Medicaid? Now's the time to explore your options and choose the coverage that's right for you. Choose a plan that offers you more benefits at no additional cost. Millions of members turn to WellCare for benefits and services that go beyond basic Medicare and help them lead better, healthier lives. Choose a plan with zero or low monthly premiums, co-pays, and deductibles. And with WellCare, you don't just pay less, you get more. More dental with comprehensive coverage, including dentures and crowns. More vision and hearing with an eyewear allowance and hearing aids. Plus prescription drug coverage with $0 preferred generics and free home delivery. Call us at 1-877-267-8416 to speak to a friendly licensed representative and request a free all-in-one guide. There's no obligation. We're here to help you review your options to see if a WellCare plan is the right decision for you. WellCare has a large network of quality doctors and specialists. Plus, we offer PPOD SNPs with the freedom and flexibility to choose your preferred provider in some areas. Enjoy free over-the-counter healthcare items and free groceries with a healthy food card. Plus, free transportation to doctors and pharmacies and free meals delivered to your home. Get convenient access to care with our telehealth services, including online doctor visits and a free gym membership with online classes. WellCare is a leader in government-sponsored health care. It has been serving those with Medicare, Medicaid, and prescription drug for more than 35 years. Call now. We're here to answer your questions and even assist enrolling you over the phone. Choose the company that puts your health first. WellCare, Medicare done well. Call now and get a free copy of our all-in-one guide. 1-877-267-8416.
You know, one-pot cooking is something that I've always been a big fan of. So when I came across this longtime favorite, I knew I had to share it with you. Not only is it made start to finish in a soup pot, but it's budget-friendly too, which is great right now since we're trying to set aside a few extra dollars for the holidays. We start by sauteing a good amount of ground beef in a pot until it's well browned. To that, we add some beef broth, a few cans of black-eyed peas, which are packed with protein and are really reasonable, a diced potato, some chopped celery, onions, and carrots, and a few off-the-shelf spices. After it comes to a boil, we'll lower the heat and let it simmer until our potatoes are tender. This is when all the flavors come together. When it's done, serve it up with some crusty bread and go to town. It's so simple, you'll probably want to add it to your weekly dinner routine. If you'd like the recipe for what we call our Hillbilly One Pot, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an all-in-one way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Now let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
TGIF, happy Friday. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. All right, let's get things rolling here. Gale warnings now in effect. That's a big focus with these small credit advisories that have since been dropped, so the gale warnings are up until 5 p.m. on Saturday as our next system starts to approach. Pretty much will be the leftovers of Nicole by that point, but some precipitation off toward the north at this point. Clouds tracking in from the southwest to the north and east, so any sunshine that we see today won't be very much as our focus is now tropical depression Nicole that will soon become extratropical as it tracks off towards the north and east along this cold front right about in here as well, so that'll be tracking off towards the north and east as we do move forward. So otherwise, though, here we are with what's left of Nicole here. So again, it made landfall a long time ago, weakening very quickly. It's still packing a little bit of a punch with some rainfall and some gusty winds up to 35 miles per hour, moving towards the north-northwest at about 16 miles per hour as well. And of course, that projected path keeps it going toward the north and east, becoming extratropical and pretty much weakening as we do move forward. Otherwise, though, here we are. Some gusty winds on the way, reaching up to about 20 miles per hour in a few spots, though. That'll get even worse in some areas as we head towards the evening hours tonight, with some areas reaching up to about 40 miles per hour at times. So be ready for some gusty winds, especially along the coast. That's why those gale warnings are in effect. Wave heights are starting to come down a bit. They're around 3 to 7 feet according to some of the buoys. Some cooler waters, or calmer waters, I should say, being noted right about in here. And now it'll start to move in our direction moving forward. Rabbit high is 48 degrees. A couple warm days on the way. Today and tomorrow in the middle 60s, back down to lower 50s Sunday. Then we're going to remain in the 40s for the next several days, in the lower 40s in general. So pretty stable moving forward starting on Monday. Futurecast moving forward, though, we're going to be watching for increasing clouds today. The showers and thunderstorms get going by about 8 to 9 o'clock tonight. Some heavy downpours will be expected. A little bit of a break by about 5 to 6 o'clock. Then by about 9 to 10 o'clock, the final round moves through. And then by Saturday afternoon, we start to calm things down with some clouds and maybe a few breaks in those clouds from time to time, but before more rain starts to get going as we head towards your Sunday. A lot of rain on the way for us, so 1 to 2 inches in some areas before we're all finished up. Though some areas of higher amounts cannot be ruled out. Still some decent rainfall on the way, which is good news for the soil. Forecast for today on this Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans out there. Middle 60s, mostly cloudy and mild. The southwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, middle 50s, showers and thunderstorms, areas of heavy rain as well. South wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. For tomorrow, middle 60s, showers and thunderstorms, areas of heavy rain. South wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Alrighty, your Scott's Recreation extended forecast. The rain again continuing on Sunday. Highs falling into the lower 50s, lower 40s on Monday with a partly cloudy sky. Or partly cloudy on Tuesday, highs in the low 40s.
Thank you, Devin. While many people are tempted to get up close and personal with wildlife when they venture out, the National Park Service is warning that the consequences for such encounters could be totally terrifying. The National Park Service is specifically warning people not to lick the Sonarian desert toad. It's also known as the Colorado River toad. It's not clear if a recent incident prompted the warning, but the Park Service says the toads have glands that secrete a potent toxin. It can make you sick if you handle the frog or get poison in your mouth. A report says the toads are in high demand this year because the toxin has been exploited as psychedelic. The toads are captured to get the toxin so it can be smoked for euphoria or hallucinations. Well, that's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening with Peter Dubois and Beth Jones on ABC 7 News at 6. Happy Veterans Day, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Portical in Bucksport is closing its doors after 17 years in business. All inventory is on sale, including Christmas jewelry, pajamas, socks, imports including Harris tweed handbags, wallets and purses from Scotland, woolen scarves from Ireland, gloves, alpaca socks, scarves, and hats. Also, all fragrance gifts, including Inish fragrances from Ireland, man bar soaps, hand-painted silk scarves, plush toys, sleep hoodies, and so much more. Perfect for Christmas shopping. Portical, 69 Main Street, Bucksport.
ABC 7, proud to honor